Hey guys, you're watching Archetype of Man. I'm Nick, and you are?
Stetson.
Stetson, this is my oldest. So we are out at the range today. There's going to be some shorts bouncing around. He's done great. What all have you shot today?
I forgot.
22 long rifle, right? 22 LR. You shot a couple of those, and you shot a 22, the longer one. Magnum? Shot a 22 Magnum, and he shot the Henry 357 lever action. So we've had a good time, right? So it's always cool. Take your kids shooting, guys. Honestly, they're going to learn about guns some way, somehow, whether that's from TV or video games, which, as you can imagine, is not a great place to learn, right? Is TV a good place to learn about guns?
No.
No, because they're not safe, right?
No.
So they're going to learn about it, and better to learn about it from you and watching you than somebody else. So case in point, we're actually out here. I'm bringing you guys a full review on some holsters that were sent to me from Vedder Holsters. They reached out to me, asked if I wanted to review some holsters. I said yes. They asked me what I needed, and they sent me an assortment. So Sig P322, very cool. Shot a squirrel with that, didn't I? And inside the waistband for my P07, there'll be links to these guns and videos down in the description. And this is the one that I really needed because I didn't have a holster for it. This is my FN57. So on the OWBs real quick, I think these are great. Now, I didn't notice a whole lot of light bearing options, which is fine, but the retention and everything that they provide on these is superb. They're comfortable. They stay put. The loops that they use on this is good. They actually have this molded, as you can see. For me, being the size I am, this is the perfect kind of curve to fit on my hip. I forget it's there. And doing landscaping and stuff like that, I frequently have this one with the P322 on my hip. It's a great little varmint gun, great little pistol for all sorts of things that you may come across. So back to gun safety though. Which one of these guns do you want to look at, Stetson? You want to look at the P07? Okay. Now Stetson doesn't quite have the grip strength to clear this on his own. But before we look at it, what do we need to do?
Check the chamber.
Before we can check the chamber, what do we need to do?
Pull the mag out.
Take the mag out. This is what I'm saying, guys. Go over this stuff with your kids. Now what? Is it unloaded?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Correct answer. I'm not prompting this, by the way. This is just 8 years of my parenting style. Might be good for you, may not. We haven't had any incidents at the house, so it works for me. Now what do I need to do?
Check the chamber.
Okay. Now I need to keep it pointed in a safe direction, right?
Yes.
See? Yes. Could have been loaded. Yes. All right. Anything in there?
No.
Anything in the chamber?
No.
Okay. I'm going to hand this to you. What do we have to do once you take it?
Point it in a safe direction.
Point it in a safe direction, absolutely. And this is how I teach them. So you'll notice his finger's straight and outside the trigger guard. He's got it pointed in a safe direction. Tends to work. So that being said, my guns do stay locked up. I'm a big fan of the biometric safes and stuff if you want to keep one accessible and still out of reach, because let's just face it, we never know, and then if we have other people over at the house and whatnot. But this is kind of how I've always approached firearms. If I'm not slap dab in the middle of something and he wants to look at something, we go over this and he can look at it, and then when he's done, he'll hand it back to me and we go about our business. It's taken a lot of the mystique out of it because there's no reason to sneak around and look at it, because he already knows that, well, if I ask Dad, we can get him out and look at him. We can come to the range and shoot. All right, buddy, you done with it?
Yeah.
All right. So, and that's that. So let's talk some more about these holsters. I'm going to get out here and shoot these different guns from the holster and tell you what I think about it. We'll put it on a shot timer and it'll be fun. All right, for starters, we're going to be using the IWB Vedder holster. Very cool. This one has a nice claw on it. Now, I've only been using this appendix because that's how I prefer to carry, and it's been great. Very comfortable. Actually did about an 8-hour drive to Virginia with this in my waistband. There was a little bit of redness down there at the crease of my thigh when I got where I was going, but I felt good. You guys know I carry an LCR and 327 mag most of the time. road trips with the family, that's where I want a little bit more capacity than 6 rounds. And this gun is great. Also, if you haven't seen it, this is my P07 from CZ after I got it back from the King of Camo over in Cumming, Georgia. They did a Cerakote and slide milling. I still haven't put my backup irons on there yet. Keep forgetting about that. Actually, I forget about it until I go to shoot. But it's been great. Holosun 507C, and it's just a fantastic gun. So the frame was already green. They matched the slide for me, and they also built me a holster that I don't have with me today because I'm doing the Vedder video, but their holster was good as well. Speaking of holsters, you may notice on the hat, Mountain Man Armory in Jasper, Georgia. I used to work there. They are great folks. They also are the home of Gearcraft holsters. So it's never been a better time as a consumer with the options that are out there for finding holsters. Gearcraft can make you just about anything, and if you're local, bring whatever you got in. They can mold it off the gun, light, or whatever. So we're gonna do a little bit of shooting. Stetson's back there, he'll critique me, and see what we get. .199, not bad for a cold double action shot for today. .243. My shirt may be giving me some problems. I don't normally wear this. I'm dressed up nice. My Sunday's best for y'all on today. No, I'm just kidding. But let's do a couple more here. .207. .240. .215. Now, I just want to play a little bit, so I'm going to dump the remaining 10 rounds and just see what that looks like. .11 rounds, had one in the chamber. All right, so as far as the holster goes, guys, it's simple and it works. It uses a metal clip instead of a plastic foamy clip. You do have some adjustment for cant if you wanted to do that. They've got different options. I forget which camo it was that I asked them for on this one, but it's great. Also with the slide milling, I meant to say, I knew this was actually at King of Camo when I told Vedder what I wanted, and they did the optics cut, which works great. They also have a pretty generous front sight slot there, so I shouldn't have any problems going to a suppressor height sight up front. Very impressed with it. It's held up great. I am hard on holsters. I've cracked a lot of holsters over the years. This one seems to be doing just fine. It is a thicker Kydex. I'm not sure exactly which one, but it is thicker. And where the claw is mounted, you actually have a tension adjustment screw. So in the interest of transparency and accountability, let's go look at the target. We were at a distance of 10 yards, so nothing crazy. Let's see what that looks like. As promised, Stetson's coming out to critique my shooting. How do you think I did?
Good.
You think I did good? You think they're all in the black?
Yes.
No, I got bad news. So shooting at a B8 here. I pulled one. That was actually my first shot, but room for improvement, right? Always room for improvement. But that's that on the P07 holster. Now let's do the FN57. All right, the next gun that we're going to be using today is my FN57. For those of you that don't know, it shoots a 5.7 in diameter bullet by 28 inch long for the total cartridge. So this is kind of the OG. This was for a long time the only game in town in terms of this chambering in a handgun. Now Ruger has one, Smith & Wesson has one, etc., etc. Some people love these, some people hate them. We're not going to get into all that today. Needless to say, I have one. I enjoy it. So 20 round magazine. I don't know the last time that I've done timer work with this gun. The safety on it is in a weird spot. It's right there. So you hit it with your index finger. I guess you could use your support hand thumb, but I typically try to use my finger in case I'm having to shoot one-handed. Very cool gun. Let's play around a little bit here. .243. It's a good caliber too. Let's do some controlled pairs. .283 for the pair. .295. .260. We got. Let's burn this down just a little bit here. That was 5 and 3/86. Let's do 5 more. And we got 3. Got hung up on the safety on that one. This is why it's important, guys. Really, really practice with what you got. I can tell you from right here, this grouping's terrible. All right, let's do 3 rounds here. Tons of fun. Tons of fun. But anyway, it's not really about the gun. I do have a review on it. It's about the holster, and the holster is great. So as you can see, my shirt's kind of in the way, but there you go. It's just comfortable where it sits, and they have a nice sweat guard there. You can do the two-tone like I did with the tan interior. It's a great looking holster. You can hear that click. You do have some tension adjustment there to go ahead and snug that up if you wanted to, but it's a fantastic holster. All right, you want to see something funny? How do you think I did on that one?
A little bit, but stuff out.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. I can tell you from right now. Yeah, definitely tell what I shoot with and what I don't. But let's even make sure we got them all on paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So they're at least all on paper. They should be at 10 yards. That is a fun gun to shoot though. All right, so now I've got my Sig P322 on. You can see, again with a baggy shirt, just kind of tuck it in behind there. But you do have a sweat guard. If you have the threaded barrel, this does work. I don't have that piece on there because I was cleaning some of the carbon out of it the other day, but the optics cut's nice, holds it secure. It's not very heavy with this gun, obviously. It's a super convenient gun to carry around because of how light it is, and you get 20 rounds in the mag. So I think for this, we're gonna have some fun with some steel instead of putting it on paper, and then we'll get Stetson out here to shoot this one. He'll have the ball. So yeah, in my opinion, Sig P322, if you haven't seen it, that's what you got. Very comfortable gun, very ergonomic gun. It's not striker fired, it's single action only. You do have an ambi safety on there. This one came with the dot on there, and you do have kind of a built-in rear sight. On the back of that optics body itself, you have a built-in rear sight, which does work well with the fiber optic front if you need it. This is the Romeo Zero Elite red dot that came on it. It's been great. Suppressed, this gun is a dream. It does get dirty very quickly running it suppressed, as you might imagine. But yeah, I love this gun. Now, let's surprise little man. All right, bud, you ready to shoot?
Yes.
So, it's a handgun. You shot the LCR, but it's not loaded right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. I've got 5 rounds in the magazine, okay?
Okay.
You've used a red dot before.
Yes.
We have a safety right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and load the gun. Maybe, if this Arms Corps ammo wants to cooperate. The safety is on. All right, just like shooting a rifle.
So I have to put it down whenever I want to shoot?
Keep it pointed down range, there you go.
So whenever I want to shoot, I have to put it down?
It's semi-auto, so each time you pull the trigger, it should work. If we have an issue, just leave it there and I'll help you, okay? Go ahead And when you're ready, you can flip the safety down right there. Right there.
Right there?
Nope, right here.
Oh, right there.
When you're ready, you have 5 rounds. Put the red dot on your target, and you can shoot.
Can I shoot the steel?
You can shoot the steel.
Okay.
Take your time.
Can I shoot again?
Oh yeah, you got 4 more in there. There you go, good job. Good job. Slow and easy on the trigger. Should have 1 more. Alright, see your slide lock back?
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on safe. I'm going to let you hold that in a safe direction. Keep your finger off the trigger even though it's unloaded. There you go. I'm going to put some more rounds in here for you. What do you think?
Good.
It's your first time shooting a semi-automatic handgun, isn't it?
Yes.
You've shot a revolver. This is what I'm saying, guys. Just get out here and have fun. Alright, I think that's 5, if my counting is good. Alright, what I want you to do is take this with your left hand, and you're going to slide it in the grip. Keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. Slide it in until you hear it click. Alright, you're going to come up here and you're going to push the slide release, which is this one. That's your safety. Push down on that. Alright, now you have a round chambered. When you're ready to shoot, take the safety off.
Okay.
And you should have 5, you might have 4 rounds. We'll see. Good job. Steel's about 15 feet away. All right. What did it do?
I just realized I did that.
All right. So, you want to shoot a little bit more?
Yes.
All right. Load you up. You got more than 10, but less than 20. So, all right. I'll hand that to you. Keep it pointing in a safe direction. And go ahead and put your safety on. I'm going to hand you the mag. All right. There you go. Slide release. Now when you're ready, you can take the safety off. There you go. I'm going to help you just a little bit. Bring your hips back. There you go. You want to stand square. Shooting the paper. All right. Good job. Go ahead and put your safety back on. Nope. There you go, from the front. There you go. Good job. All right. So, what do you like shooting the most, pistol or rifle?
Rifle.
Rifle's your favorite?
Yes.
All right, buddy. Look at the camera. I want you to say, thank you for watching Archetype of Man.
Thank you for watching Archetype of Man.
And tell them, take your kids shooting.
Take your kids shooting.
All righty. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Hey, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. Vedder Holsters, thank you so much for sending these out. I use them. We're using them. We're having a good time. If you're in the market for a very nice outside the waistband holster in particular, I love them. They're coming in very, very handy. Like I said, there's a ton of great holster companies out there, but I've been very impressed with the ones that I received from Vedder. So guys, stay safe. Like Stetson said, take your kids shooting. I know we get busy and things like that, but it really is. It's a good bonding opportunity, and it's the best way, in my opinion, to get them used to firearms in a safe and controlled environment. You don't want to wait until they're 10, 11, 12 years old over at a friend's house spending the night and their dad left the shotgun out or whatever. You want them to know from the get-go how to be safe around them, not to mess with them. And like I said, you know, my parenting style may not work for you. Taking the taboo out of it, again, they're locked up, they're not accessible without me. But if the kids want to look at them, they want to ask questions, and they want to learn, I've made it very clear to them over the last 8 years that we can do that in a controlled environment, and it takes a lot of the mystique out of it. So, as always, guys, stay safe, try to learn something new, be a better you than you were last week. And never hesitate to take a leap of faith. That thing that you're afraid of doing might change the way your life goes. All right, I'll see y'all around.